Good evening all, traders, scalpers, true scalpers. Welcome back to another session, live. We're going to do the market close tonight, the market wraps, there's no news, but a Fed speaking. We're going to cover a few different markets, a few different charts, see if we can get some trades in. We've got 90 minutes to 2 hours before things wrap up today. We've already had some good trades today during the London session and early New York, trading the news as well and the jobs and everything. We'll go over all that. So while I'm grabbing a coffee, if you like what we do, give us a like, subscribe, hit that button, hit the notifications so you get all our updates when we are going live again. And obviously all the information on how to join our Discord group and get access to our trading system, our Axe trading system, is all in the description below. So we've got some good tunes and we're going to do some good analysis, and we're going to watch US30, gold, a few other bits and pieces as well, and see how things play out over the next 2 hours and see if we can get some trades. So yeah, let's have a look at US30, and obviously we're looking at it on a 3-minute time frame, our favorite for scalping.
Hey, we're back.
Justin's in the house.
Yeah, brother.
Good. How's your day been? All right.
Oh man, fighting traffic in South Florida is horrible.
I've been fighting rain in London.
Yeah. I've got all the sunshine and heat you want over here.
Oh,
you can have it.
Jealous, bro. It's summer is officially over for us. So
it's hot here.
And I'm feeling a bit better, which is really good. I'm getting better.
That's good.
So all good. And we had a few nice
buy on gold earlier. Golly. 1720 up to 1764. Massive.
Let's have a quick look. Get my chart up. Yes, that was a big right from the open. Look at that. Which is what we predicted. We had the pre-market news, which was bad for the jobs. Obviously we expected gold to rise. It went the way of the news, and then obviously on open we had the open around here, look, and then bang, up it went again. So yeah, I got some nice wins on that as well, and we had some nice continuation trades. We could have gone in on here and also here, and then back in on here, and then it finally dropped. Yep, perfectly just there. And the first sell-off was, you could have gone in there, or you could have gone in on here. And then for the buy again, we could have just gone in just now, a few minutes ago, right here. So some good scalps there. What was that? That was, yeah, 100 points there. Look, nice. I mapped out the TP 1s and 2s, and it, like you say, got right up to that level, 1761. We know gold wants to get back up to 1800 again.
Yep. It'll be a slow creep. You're gonna pull back and then rise. Pull back. It's whenever we get to 1800, we're gonna range for quite a bit before it makes a clear definitive move up or down. But I see us opening up to 1820, 1850 areas after we get through with that consolidated range.
Yeah. Well, this is only minor resistance we've got here. This is our breakout zone, which it's already touched once, came back twice. It's probably going to touch it again before the end of the session. RSI's just dipped out of our zone. Shame it didn't get back up again to 75. It just pulled back. So if this goes back into 75, then actually we'll go in for a buy. I think we'll look for, see if we can get to that breakout zone. I'll just do the ease off. Got a nice zone here, look. If it's below here, we're looking to take sells. Above here, we're looking to take continuation buys, but we can still scalp between this gap here. we still got
See, this is where the
200.
This is where the tools of the indicators, the points of interest, come in clutch. Because with a move like that, as much momentum and as far up as it went, you know we're going to pull back at least a 50% retracement potential. And the POI, the points of interest, point that out for you. Gives you areas to sell back down to and then buy back up from.
Exactly. Yeah. We know. So we're looking at forming. I mean, it was a bit of an M pattern. Let's just zoom out and see. Just let me clear all this off. We can have a look what we're looking at. So that was basically a second leg W. There you go. Look, beautiful.
Looks like your baby brother Silver followed suit to them as well. Nice move on Silver.
Yeah.
Looks like it was a little bit behind goal with a little bit less momentum. But that's still, we had 21.5 all the way up to 22. Yeah, 22. Beautiful. And it's still rising on Silver.
I'll have a look, we'll have a look at that next. There you go. So that's what I reckon. And then we're probably going to get, like you say, a 50%. It's probably going to come back down to our neutral support zone here. Look, our pivot before doing higher highs. So yeah, that's about right. Look, there's a nice level here. It could come down as far as here, but I suspect it'll probably bounce off that zone there. So this is what we're looking at. There's a nice W wave. We're going to get a touch to the top here. This is what we want to try and scalp. If we get another touch to the top and then a down, and then we'll wait for it to break our zone, maybe before the end of the session. But
his cameras progressively got smaller since that pull run, so that may be potentially the Asian session trade for us. Second leg in.
yeah.
Hi guys.
How you doing? How you doing?
I'm good, thanks. I'm good.
Good, thanks for joining in.
No problem.
But yeah, we'll have a quick look at let's have a look at silver then, since we're talking. I was just looking at the NAS as well, because look at the NAS. The NAS again was a beautiful, a nice W pattern, second leg. Like you say, I think silver, if I just load silver up on my charts. Not traded silver this week. There we go. Yeah, silver the same. It's already double topped. Look at that, 2 touches on our breakout zone. So are we thinking
Silver actually made that higher high?
Yeah, it did. Look, we had plenty of entries. We could have gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could have had 6 entries on the buy, and then you could have got yourself 1, 2 on the sell, and then another buy here when it crossed, and then we could have had another continuation here as well. So silver's been really good. Then you leave it alone, you won't touch it while it's around the zone here, and it didn't quite break the RSI here, so this could be coming down then. This could be looking for a sell now. It's got a few zones to break through. But again, if we're looking for 150 points, look, we're easy. RSI is coming down. I might go in on this on a sell. Let's have a look. It's looking like if RSI is coming down, look, 64. Just checking now. Wonder if we can get in before RSI gets down to grey on that. looking what you get on that. Watch that, see if that plays. It's looking good. And again, if you're looking to take profit, if you're not looking for a preset level, then obviously just above here is where we want to be. And then I suspect we'll get a bounce off here. If it breaks this trend line, then obviously we can go in again, and you can see here you've got a nice level to come down to. Should be another 150. If it breaks that, we've got two flat kg lines here. Look again, so you can go for like above here. Look, before before that zone hits, before it hits the zone here. Look. RSI 63. If it hits this flat, then you could get the RSI bouncing up. That's why I'm just waiting now and see. I'm in profit already. $62 RSI. We've got 23 seconds left on this candle. 14. Come on, come down and touch. It's nice when you've got a pattern. There we go, 58. Brilliant, done. That's it, first trade done. Ooh, that was £60. So what's that? About $90. There you go. On that sell. And that was 150 points. I was using just 3 standards on that, which is not a lot on silver. I mean, IC markets again. That's I'm using a $4,000 account for this, so that was a nice little win. I always tend to get out now when I see the RSI hit the grey. So I measured it 150. Yeah, it's going to come down lower. It's probably going to hit the main TP1, but I took 150 there. That's enough. We measure from here. Look, there you go. 153. RSI is now broke 57, so I was bang on. So sometimes if the pattern's there, you see, you haven't got to wait. you know what level you're going to come down to, you've got a flat part, like I say, the KG line here, look, which we just hit. Here's number 2. So just don't be greedy, you know, with scalping, just take the little bits off the table and that's it. Neutral zone now, so again it's going to come down and hit our TP1. Look, like I said, I've already taken my profit, but you could hold if you want, because you're going to be in the top side of these candles here, look, as a support level. So from here it might range, but obviously we're looking at an M pattern, so we're hoping silver might break our trend line and then we'll be in again, and then we'll drop down to our next level here. Volume's already played out, 118%, but it's still, you know, it's over, still a bit to go. And now we're strong bearish as well, 56%.
What does the neutral zone represent?
Represents weight.
Okay.
Yeah. Because like now, you see, it's in the neutral zone. You could think, okay, I'm going to take a sell because it's crossed. But you can see if you take a sell now, you're right on the level where you want to get out of the trade, and you're close to the points of interest and you're close to the trend line. So it just tells you just to wait. Like I say, I got in, when I saw it coming down, I just got in aggressive on this here. You can see the flat part of the KG line.
Yeah.
If I zoom in, there you go. And this is your support line, first level. Just hit it up, you can see, if you zoom in again. So now we wait for red. If this goes red, then we can look to take another sell. Now of course, you've got to measure it out. There you go, 160, 150, so great. That's all you want to be doing, is looking for, on silver, 100 to 100, ideally 150 points on 3 minutes. That's what I try and look for rather than hold. So that was an easy one from here. You know, so, I mean, look at the candle, the price action. You can see it's getting weaker, weaker, weaker. It hits the resistance. You see this candle here, and at the same time RSI just backs away. Now you'd wait. I waited for that next candle, and when I see that coming down, this is when I was in. But it's this what was my trigger. We're under that trend line, we've hit the resistance. So, you know, you've got price action on your side. Also, we're looking at a second leg M, which we know. So everything was in our favour to take that sell and then get out around this area here. Look, you can see, look, it's hit that flat part, and look, see what RSI does. Straight away it perks up every single time. So here you just wait. Now, if this goes green and comes up, we'll take a buy. If this comes down and goes red, we look to take a sell, and we get out around this area here. It's not going to be a big sell, but still enough to get maybe 100, 150 points, which is like $50 or so. It's neutral, you see. So like I say, it's ranging now, it doesn't really know what to do. It's bearish but rising, so which means range. And that's a good thing. Like here, look, price RSI came in, and what it did here, went grey. You wouldn't sell because you're close to the trend line and it doesn't go red, but then it bounces, it breaks here. So what do? On this candle here, there's your Doge telling you it's reversing, it's not going to break that trend line. So here's where you get in. You get in, push up on the RSI, on here, you go either, you know, to that next points of interest line just below it, or you take 150 off the table, which, there you go, look, easy. So this is how you got to focus, and you can focus on one particular thing. You haven't got to jump around a lot of different pairs. You've got to look for these patterns. This is a good pattern to jump onto. You know, we jumped on and got a trade within sort of like 3 or 4 minutes because we're seeing this bigger formation. You know, it's nice. 2 times, look, 1, 2, and down she comes. Now it's just a waiting game. Like I say, that you've got 70% of fight at the moment. See, if you was in a sell now, you'd be panicking. You'd be thinking, oh, I've made a mistake. Look, is this going to come up now? Yeah, it could come back up again before testing down. Or it's more likely this could now break. That's what most people realise. There's a lot of waiting, even on a 3-minute time frame. And if you do this on 1 minute, it'd be exactly the same. Anything with 1 minute is you are going to get more fake outs and quicker patterns forming than you do on a 3 or indeed on a 15. There you go, look, and now it's ranging, you see? Look, RSI is flattened. This candle here isn't doing anything. We're sat on a support zone of our baseline. We've hit the TP1. And we're going to get a TP2. Let's see, I mean, the thing is, you have a look at US30. What's US30 doing? Also ranging. Now ideally we need US30 to climb for gold and silver to drop. At the moment, US30 is in a range. As again, looks neutral. Exactly the same pattern. Here we're not looking to trade anything right now. But if you look at the entries here, look back on the RSI. You could have got in on here. That would have been a win. Yep. It came back to grey, RS to neutral, broke again, another buy, yep, and then the third one here, and again, yeah, that you'd gone in right on that candle there, and again you could just measure, bang, look at that, 600 points. When you look for 100, you know, if you caught all 600 points there, that's probably about $300–400.
Quick data point on trading this style with a 1 minute chart. In the event that you do trade this style and you try and take every single setup that you may think you see, you can decrease your win percentage by about 20% because of the fact that it's going to fake you out a lot more often, or you're going to be late on your entry and then it's going to flip and go the other way on you. So risk management is highly imperative if you're trading this style of scalping on a 1 minute chart.
Yeah,
okay.
True. You're going to get a lot more in and outs like this. If you can sit focused and go in and out on every single RSI cross along with watching price action, then yeah, you're going to get wins and losses, but you should come out profitable. But you've got to be on it. Yeah, you've got less time to look at the bigger picture. On a 3 minute, you can still scalp the same way as a 1 minute, but you've got a little bit more breathing space to work out the patterns. Like here, look here, we ideally we'd love to have RSI now pop back out again. If it goes green again and breaks above our baseline, we're in for a buy, and we could get a retest of this resistance zone. On the alternative, if the RSI breaks our neutral zone and breaks our average RSI line, then obviously we're waiting for a break on the trend line and we're looking to sell. And you can see here, look, here's a nice flat part. Here's a nice flat part of the KG. You can see, look, our baseline. So there's a good chance price will reverse here. Look, it's coming up. It wants to break it. Look, but look how many points there's on there. 474. So you know, you only want 100. It depends on your lot sizes. I trade 5 on US30. So you know, 100 is about $50. So we're talking $300 there if you wanted to catch that whole lot. But I'm not greedy. So now it's gone red. So now, if it breaks the trend line, let's get in. Now at the same time, this means that gold and silver possibly could be on and up. Well, we're on a range at the moment. It's waiting again. So you've got to decide which is the better one to scalp. Do you want to scalp silver down to here, potentially? Or is this going to bounce up? Or are you going to go with US30 when it breaks the trend line? Which is the more... I mean, you could say that this was a W here. Look, bang, bang, and up. And then you had a little M and then down. So forming similar patterns. Because we've been so green so long on the RSI, we've had a hidden divergence, a continuation. It kind of played out a little bit. It went up and retouched again. It's no biggie. You're never going to get big moves on these, but you're in the neutral zone. You wouldn't take a sell yet. You've got to wait because, you know, the RSI, like I say, this average line acts like a support and resistance line a lot of the times too. You can see, look, it bounces off it, retests it. So you want to wait for this to break here and the price to come through here. Then you've got a chance of this trade coming off. And again, wants to be, you know, no more than 100 points. At the same time, if this now pokes up and goes green, we're back in again. You can see what silver doing exactly what we said. It's just doing nothing. There's nothing worth risking on this at the moment. It's spiked, it has come down, look, broke our line, but it's gone back up again. So again, you just got to wait. You can zoom in on US30 and you can see what you're looking at. See how the RSI, look, is now curling. You know, when you're getting the flat average line, you know, look at it, it likes to come down near it and retest it. This is the good thing about this indicator, you know. It's easy to follow, you just got to stick to the rules, you know.
Which everyone has a problem with.
Let's say US30, see, look, US30, you know, we thought that was going to be a sell. No, it's just neutral. So again, you know, both these are just a no-no at the moment. There we go, you got green. Now if green, it goes above, we could be in for a buy. So look what we could get, and again 150 is possible. This could be a fake out and we could be back to red. Look at the trend bar as well, still green. But like I say, what I like to look for on the trend bar is when it stops, like here, green, but changes. At the moment it's still firmly green, so it's telling me that this is going to be a possible reversal. US30 is following suit at the moment. Remember, it's always a weird time at this. We're half an hour in, strong bull, 70%, so you can take your pick. Let's get in there, let's have a look. Let's see if we get a push or not. We've gone green. And again, this time of night you can just go for, you know, 7-8 pips. You don't have to go all the way in.
Do you always have to wait for price to be above the Cajun sell line?
Sorry, Paul, what did you say?
I said, do you always have to wait for price to be above the Cajun sell line before you enter?
Yeah, you ideally want to wait for it to break the line, yeah, because it can bounce off it. I mean, if you're really aggressive, you don't have to be. You can take a trade into it and get out of the trade before price hits the KG line. You know what I mean? So that's the risk. So you can trade into it if you want, or for the best confirmation is obviously wait for it to actually finish above it before you enter a trade. So like now, look, US30, see, it hasn't, look, it spiked up, but the candle didn't finish above it. Now we've got a chance, look, see? Waiting for the green, it's got green, look. And again, if we're looking for just 100, there we go. So we want to be about here, look, 147. So our TP wants to be about here. Top of that candle, bang. In the middle of the candle. Yeah, that'll do. Because we're still within a range, and we're still within this. Here's our breakout zones, look, top and bottom. So we're just scalping in a range basically at the moment. So this could range along for quite a bit, bouncing between the lines, but we might just get a spike up to 100 points, and that's all you want. At the moment, look, you're just waiting. This is where your last buy would have been, just here, like Doge, and then in, bang. And now it's grey, 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 so we're just waiting for either a buy or a sell again. So just going to wait again on this, wait for confirmation. And silver, exactly the same, look. Silver came down, it went green, but it didn't break the RSI, so therefore you're not looking to take a buy. You look to take a buy when it's in a position like this, look. 1, 2, there's 2 buys here. And there was a sell there, there was a sell there, and there was a sell there. See, and all of them are winners. Look at that. See, look, you might think, oh no, there's no, but look at that, it came out, you'd just seen it pop out, you just took that, and there was a win down to here. Went grey, took your money, it comes back out again, you take the sell again. It goes in grey, you take your sell again. Then you see the bullish divergence, so you're thinking, okay, I probably won't take another sell because I'm waiting again, you know, for the next move. And guess what? It plays out. It goes green. Some people would get in here, but I would get in. Look at that, perfect. It crosses the average line and the neutral zone at the same time. And look at that candle. So that's 100%. How you cannot do anything other than enter a trade on that candle once it finishes above that baseline. It's a big breakout reversal candle, bang, and you're in. And again, you know, I'm not being greedy, I just go for 150 on silver. At the moment, just waiting. See if it's going to break down. US30, here we go, US30 looks like it's going to be selling. So this is what I mean. You've got a break on the RSI, a break on this. Perfect. This. So now's the time. We're in profit.
All right, gents, I'm gonna have to leave you to it. Duty calls. Be back in a little bit.
Cool. Are you back later on?
I'm gonna try to. I've got two little deals I gotta do right quick. I'll shoot you a message if I can make it.
Yeah, nice one. All right, bro. Yeah, catch you later on. Thanks for joining in.
Everything. Good, so.
See you later.
Bye, Justin.
So that's going nicely. Look at that. Look at the RSI. Just want it to be 40. We're almost, and we're done. There you go. Bang. Hit my TP. Another sell done there. So that was 38 pounds. 2 trades, 38 pounds each. So what's that? $76, 76 pounds. So that was $100 there in, what was that, 2 minutes? Bang. And again, that was purely because that is the kind of perfect setup you want to see. That was as good as it gets in terms of a setup. Just posted the results there in the group. So did you kind of see where I got in? See that? Let's hit the TP. Perfect.
Yeah, I did.
So that you know, as soon as I saw that candle, as soon as I saw the candle break that trend line in that kind of pattern, I didn't even have to wait for it to finish because it was such a, you know, it's bigger than the last 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 candles. So that's a positive change. Broke the trend line. Price action candle. At the same time, RSI not only broke the average line, also broke out the neutral line and was already red. So that is as good as it gets in a scalp setup, and then you just have to decide what you want for your TP. I went for 2 trades at 100 points each. You've seen the results, got out. Or you could set your next level here, look, just above the flat KG line, and it hit it. There you go. Your next TP2, if this continues, would be obviously just above our heavy support. Now this is heavy support, so it might hit this and bounce. So this would be, I'm not going to look to go down lower because it's probably going to range a little bit on this heavy support. Now I would get in on a secondary sell if RSI goes bright red and touches our first oversold zone. Then I'm back in again. And look at the trend bar. See, like I said to you, when it goes green or red, you're going with the trend. When it goes out, flashes out, this means a change is coming, and it has. It's predicted a sell, and there you go. It was there. But it was a good example. That's exactly how you want it to be, spot on like that. That was a good example of the perfect entry, everything coming together, below the baseline, below the trend line, price action candle, RSI coming out the neutral zone. That's it, go for it. You got to get in. And look at the dashboard. Dashboard's bang on. Look at coming down. Look at that. See, it's coming. Could have held that. It's coming down. Yeah, it's done it. There you go. Touch TP2. So you could have held that for another take profit if you want. But like I say, that's personal preference. You know, how I do it is how I do it. But you could hold and look at it. Look, there we go. It's smashing down now. Perfect. We said that was a W leading to a second leg, and this is what's forming. Bang, bang, bang. 2 touches, look, and down we go. We look at silver. Silver's attempting the same. In fact, with silver, look, you could have gone in as well. I mean, like I say, you know, you can trade one thing at once. But again, it's perfect. Look, you had break below the KG, red candle, red RSI. That should have been a sell there. And that again would have been a nice easy 150.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. You just, you know, you don't have to switch around many different pairs. Pick the ones where the price action looks good, the pattern looks nice, and then just use the indicators to give you that confidence to enter the trade. But you know you're looking to take a sell here. Let's look at gold. Gold is not really doing much because it's in that center zone. Gold's kind of trapped, look, between, here's our breakout zones, quite tight at the moment. So with gold, it's aiming down as well. The RSI has come out of the zone. If you have a look.
Do we take trade at the breakout zone or we wait?
Yeah, you could take trades at the breakout zone. When price breaks from one of the breakout zones, top or bottom, it's usually a big move. You know, like here, look, you had a big move, and it came back to it. It came inside, and now it's waiting again for a move. So if price breaks below here, we know we're coming down, probably to our pivot zone here, support. If it breaks above, we know we've got a good chance of it retesting back to this 1762 zone. And if it breaks this 17.6 zone, then we know we're going up to 17.65, and then probably on upwards, like Justin said, back up to 1800. So it's all there. It's just a case of waiting. This looks good on gold at the moment. Let's have a look. And again, with gold, the thing is, if you're unsure, you know, just go for 50 points. 50 points is enough sometimes. 50 points with a standard one lot is about $50. So again, you know, you don't need to be greedy. We're doing, you know, I say we're doing 20 to 30 trades a day. So RSI 38, what RSI to come down to this level here, about 31, 32. So it's broke the trend line, it's below our baseline, RSI is red. So there we go, we're just about to, where are we? Just watching now, 37. Waiting to see what we get here. RSI 37. Is it going to push lower? 36. You can see here, you can see the row of candles at the side or to the left, look, you see, so you're going to have a little bit of a pushback. It's coming down, it's coming down. $36 RSI still, 35. We're going to get to 34. Yeah, we're done. There you go, done. Another scalp, another sell. What do we get? 20, 30, 30 and 30. So what's that? About $80 there. What was that? 2 minutes? Good, I'll post that so you can see. And again, on that I just went 50 points. Why did I only go 50 points? Because of the pattern, because of where we are. Again, we're close to a support area, but we're looking at a centre, so it's always going to be a little bit rangy. It could come down now, could prove me wrong, come down further, but I want to get out before that zone enters that zone. So yeah, there we go, that was another win. That was easy again, because zoom in, look, that's where I entered. I entered there you go. So candle was completely away from the trend line. You could have got in on this one, but I missed it because we were looking at the other charts. So, and again, you could go for 50 or 100. You've got the spread to think about as well, a little bit of a spread. So there you go, look, 71, bang, 50 points, and that's $80, $85, $90 in the bag. And all I want, and I could see where RSI has been down to here, look, I said 36, 34, and look at that, it's hit exactly where it retested here. So now will it go down to our zone? Doesn't matter, you know, we're out, we're closed our position, we're still bearish. So again, these are the setups, same as this was a setup here, look, exactly the same. RSI green, price finished above, bang, you're in. Here's your TP below that, below the resistance zone, or just take 100 points, 50 to 100. You don't have to be hold long and go greedy, because you know you're going to get, you could get 20-30 trades just doing this scalping, you know.
Yeah, very high opening. Thanks, Troy.
Yeah, so we've already got 60, we've already got hold on, just open it up, we've got 3, 6, 9, 12, so 60, 108. We've made about $300 in 50 minutes. There you go. So for a lot of people, that's enough. You don't need, what more do you need to do? You know, that's, you could just scalp for half an hour, and what I'm proving is that, you know, you've got to obviously get the time right. So it's a good time to trade. Things are a little bit slower, so I'm not as aggressive, and I go for smaller, you know, smaller wins. But like I say, that's 300, about $280, $300 we've just done. You know, nice and simple, with no kind of stress, because you can see, you know, like here, look, it's now pointed up, it's ranging a little bit because it's on a support level of these candles here. So now you just wait. You wait. If you want to be ultra safe, you don't take another trade until the RSI touches the first oversold, and then you drop. If you want to take a buy, you wait till it goes green and crosses the average and then pops out. So you just sit and wait. So I hope that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, so you scalp both directions.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'm going with the because I can see the bigger picture. I can see the pattern that's being formed when you zoom in out, but you've got all this micro scalping within. I know more likely that we're going to get a sell because of this double top, and down she comes. And now we're hitting support, so we could range and scalp a little bit up if we want, but ideally we want to be taking sells on silver, same on gold. We just took the sell, but you know, they're usually linked quite closely. And look at US30, we go, look, we're in for a continuation trade possibly here. Look, it's gone bright red, so let's have a look, see if that is possible. US30. It's already spiked down. Look at it. It's going to watch the touch up. That's would have been my take profit area, the breakout zone. You see, I kind of missed it now, but I would have got in on that trade, and you'd have been, look at that already, 260. That was an easy one. Possibly going to break this zone here. This is a good support zone though. It didn't hit it here, but it has done here, look, so wait now. Kind of, if we were watching this, we'd have got in on that one. As soon as you see it go bright red and come in, we'd have scalped that down to that support zone just for 100. But at the moment it's dangerous now. It's got to wait. If that purple zone wasn't there, then we'd be in. But it's already come down. It's already touched that. That's where my TP would have been. And would have hit target. See that you'd go in the bottom of this, middle of this candle, bang, in. We're 90% bearish. Look at this, 90%. Going down, going down. Rejecting a little bit. Our side still going down. Just watching it here. Fighting that zone. Get range. It's pushing down. It's pushing down. Pushing back up. You can see it. Look, got the bearish signal now. So this is a good continuation trade now. Let's see if it breaks. If it's going to break the zone, it's a good one. These are the setups I like. Let's just watch this, we'll run it. See, after a nice W pattern, you've had this nice sell-off. Brilliant. Pushing down. I'm going to get down to that line again, it'd be nice. Perfect. Whew, nice. 3 more sells. We got 40, 38 and 10 on that. Great stuff. Like I say, I was straight. Soon as we see that, that bright red form, we just wanted it to break that. It did. There we go, just post that. So 3 sells on US30. So that was another 40, 70, 80. So that's $110 there. That was. There you go, just for that one move. I got, as soon as I saw that finish below, look, I was in. And again, I just went 100 points. Bang. That's it. Yeah, I could have got 400. Yeah, I could have got this, that. But like I say, you've got to. That's down to the type of scalper you are and how you want to be. I like to get in, get out. I set my lot size to what I think I'm going to get. The 100, 150 points. That's how I work my strategy out. And like I say, I'd rather do that and guarantee as best you can a win than obviously, you know, hold for longer. And you because you're on a small time frame, you forget sometimes that you're only on a 3-minute time frame. It's still a quick moving time frame compared to, you know, a lot of others. So but this kind of entry point is this is what the indicator gives you. These are, you know, big percentage winners. If you get in like on, you could have got in on here and scalp down to our support zone, or like I did, just wait until you got in this candle finished and you saw the bear. You could have even got in on here. Even if you got in on that candle there, look, you still weren't late to the show. Look, has that finished? Did you get 100? You did indeed. Look at that, too easy. You might look at this and go, I've missed the boat. You haven't missed the boat. Now the other way you could do this is obviously people hold until this comes back out of the zone again, and then you take your profit. And again, if that's how you want to do it. That's another way you can do it, you know. So that was another good example there. Now, for me, the only way I'm taking a sell again is if the RSI comes out the zone and decides to go back in. But as you can see, if you zoom out the pattern on US30 now, where it's going to be going, you know, I expect it to want to pull up a little bit. We're in extension here, so you know, this is fairly decent support zone coming up. Let's look at silver. Silver now has rejected off our support and our trend line. Look, used it as a nice support zone. And we're coming back up again. So again on this here, if you want to be looking to take a buy, you want to be waiting for some green. If it was green now, you see, you'd scalp this and you'd get out just as it hits our baseline or just below. Again, you can measure it, see what your risk to reward would be. 150 again, that's perfectly fine. So let's see if this pushes back up again. I mean, this is our ideal goal, is to get to our breakout line and into our heavy resistance before we get a rejection. This would be nice. Again, look, you could have got in here for the buy, here for the buy, no buy there, you could have done, but it didn't cross. Here was your sell, bang. So there's three, would have been 1, 2, 3, 4 trades on silver in the last, what, 3 hours, 2 hours. And if you're looking for 150 points, like I said, on each one, you're talking, you know, like I say, you're talking a couple of $100 there. It's great. So let's see if this comes back up and retests our flat. Look at our flat baseline, you see, telling me this is now good resistance. You've got our zone telling you the same thing. We'd love silver to break this now. We want to get back to that 22 zone. We still haven't seen the green on our trend bar yet, but we'll wait. And US30. Yeah, now you see we've got our purple zone form. This wasn't here before. Like I said to you, I like to see, when I see our purple support resistance zones form, I usually get out the trade. You know, it's usually enough for me. Just going to reload that screen. All right, let's have a look at gold. Gold, you see, it was the right decision, not just to take that 100 points off the table. RSI didn't come down and give us a continuation, which is what I thought, because we're in the middle of an M pattern, so we know we're going to get it ranging now, and also the time of day it is. You know, we're getting towards the end of the session. So of course, you know, we're not looking to take a buy or sell at the moment. You know, you could be aggressive and look to take a sell if RSI gives you some kind of confirmation, but it's risky when there's no kind of break. It's already underneath the baseline, it's already underneath our trend line. It's rejected at around 1755. Is it going to come down there again, or is it just going to range now for the last hour? You know, always want to get in on breaks like this. I'm always talking about breaks all the time. You know, break above a trend line at the first candle, that's your positive move. You know, you'll get probably a retest. You got a break below it, that's the one we took. You know, but when it's middle of nowhere, there's nothing really to attach itself to. It's always a risk. It could just go in and out, unless you want to just scalp for $1, $2, $3 at a time. It's best to avoid. Here, look, when the RSI is freshly popped out the RSI from a nice green session to grey to red, then again, if price action's my right way, I'll take the sell, which I did. So I'll wait and see if, you know, any of these become a buy on the silver, gold, and US30. You know, let's load up US30 again. There we go. And again, just zoom out, look, and see what the day's done. Remember, if you want to add a VWAP line, you can add a VWAP line if you like trading that as well. That's built into the system. Again, I love watching the pattern. You can see we've had the drop off, bang, all that bad news, China news, etc. We had a consolidation period. Price tried to creep back up again, and then we had the jobs news, the inflation news, and bang, there's no choice but for stocks, the 30 to drop again. Now we're looking. Now we've had a bit of consolidation. We're trying to form this kind of center W now. Look. Could take this as a big wave pattern from here. It's followed our trend line perfectly, so you can see the pattern. Okay, it's come down lower. Like I said, they're not always formed perfectly, they're never going to be, but it's just identifying where price might go. So there's our pivot zone, back to our neutral resistance or our pivot. So this is the ideal scenario. This is what we'd look to scalp towards. If this becomes at the moment we're still 60% down, so obviously price can still continue down, could still break our extension zone. But if we wait, RSI has just crept out of that zone that we scalped in. Now let's come back out, so we've got the options. If we zoom in, zoom right in, so you got the dome. So, you know, some guys would have taken putting a buy in here, but again, a bit too aggressive. You can get a lot of ranging. Again, you don't want to be looking for a buy until we're above our neutral zone, into our neutral zone, and got some green. we could just range now between this support and resistance zone until the end of play. But on the bigger picture, you know, over the next day or so, this is where the US30 wants to end back up again. News you know, obviously the news might stop it doing that, but this is the pattern we want to see, and would get in on a buy from here to here, a buy from here to here, and a buy from here to here, and a buy from here to here. So I can already see where my potential trades are going to be. I just got to wait for the pattern to form. And again, if the pattern moves, adjust it. So if I think it's going to be this, perfect. Now it's never going to go straight up. I mean, look at this, look. It didn't come straight down. It looks, when you zoom out, you think, wow, that's one big sell-off. But there'd have been moments in here where you might have got scared. Here, look, you broke the baseline, retested it again, spiked up and broke again, and again, you know, and tried again, you know. But it was doing lower lows all the way down. It's only when you zoom out you think, okay, it's one big sell, but it's foolish to think, oh yeah, I'll go back and back test them. Oh, I should have held here from here to here, because if you're doing this system, you wouldn't. You know, you'd take your money off the table, re-enter. That's what the RSI is giving us when we zoom in on here. You know. And again, you've got the divergence forming, but you just mark out where you would potentially take the trades. So there's 1, 2, definitely 3, definitely 4. Again, you wait, do nothing here, there, 5. Again, I would wait until here, 6, and then I'd have got in on here, 7, nothing here, and then eventually that one just about here. So, you know, you could do it this way and then look. Look at the setups. And go, okay, look. Bang. 100. 1. 100. 2. 100. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. There you go. 8 scalps, 8 wins. Perfect. All on a second leg M, that some people would go, oh, I've missed it, I've missed that entry point, how am I going to get in, where am I going to get in, you know, am I too late, do I enter and it's reverses on me, have I missed it, FOMO, the rest of it. And then you look and go, no, look, you haven't. I mean, there's more. I mean, this is just some of the trades you could have done from my time, 10 AM this morning till 2 o'clock. So you're talking 4 hours. 4 hours. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trades. I'd have gone for 100 points each. 100 points each for me is around about $50. So there you go. $450 in a, you know, 4 hour period. $100 an hour sounds like a great part-time job to me, you know. But you don't have to be as aggressive at that. You could do 50, you know, and start off with that. But you know, you'd only do this because you're seeing the pattern. I know it's a second leg M. I don't just want to take one trade on it. I want some multiple entry points. It's what the axis system gives you. is all these setups. You could just take 2 and be done. You don't have to do all 9. I'm just giving you the example here of how accurate this can be. You know, and it's not just indicator based. You're not just following the indicator. I was just giving you the example there of how you can, but I'm doing it with price action. I know what the pattern is I'm trading, where the momentum is going to be, where the volume is going to be. And when it syncs together and you catch a second leg along with the using the indicator, you've just seen the results. You know, there's no fancy back testing. It's just straight in, take your money. You know, you see me before, you see me in the chart. I do it where sometimes I just go green. I get green, I take the money. Could be $5, $10, could be $15. If you do that 20, 30 times, bang. So that's how I use the system. And we zoom into where we are now, and it's exactly how I said. Look, price is coming, come up. We got our little sell here. It's ranging now, so I expect a little retest before we get a start of this push back up. Let's get back to our baseline at least. You know, potential TP1 would be above this zone and here, of course. So if you're looking to take a buy, we're going to be about here. And then we're going to be here. At the moment, obviously the baseline moves, and then you're going to be looking at here. So you've got 3 potential areas where we can scalp, buy to there, 1, 2, buy to there, and then we've broken our trend line and we're in again. And then we're at our breakout zone here, because this is a range. We're in a range. We're trading a bigger range here. And then we scalp between here and here, and then here and here, back up to where I think US30 needs to be, which is what, 34376 zone. So I can see where price using TA should be going, wants to go. But obviously fundamentals can screw that up. So, and it depends on the time of day. Like I say, we've got about 45 minutes to go before the end of the session close, but you know, we've had some nice trades. So we'll just see, US30 looks like it's probably played out a little bit. Let's have a look at silver. Good, yeah, silver's on its way back, which is what I said. We wanted it to get back. I would love it to retest. So for me here, again, if the RSI gets above 60, 61, and we're into zone here, and it breaks above this 22, then we can look to take a buy. What we're going to get here, we're just already looking at what we could possibly get. Well, here 187, so we look for 1.5 or 80%. So this is looking good. Again, we're not going to go crazy because we're right at the end of the session. I don't want to hold any trades. I never hold any trades, or try to avoid holding trades, should say, overnight or into the Asian session. But we'll do Asian session setups later on as well. looking good. And let's have a quick look at gold as well. Gold, same pattern. There is sometimes gold and silver sync really well. Again, you've got a breakup of the RSI. If this breaks with the trend line, what are you going to do? You're going to take a buy. And what are you going to look for? There you go. And I mean, it's close to that line. It's very, very close. You're not going to get much out of this. Could still hit this line and retest, so I probably would avoid this one. It's just too close. If it's above here, you might be tempted to get in to retest our zone again, our resistance zone. RSI 66, it topped out at 73. 74, you're good for a re-entry. Here we go. And again, you could just look for 50 pips, you could. Let's watch and see if this breaks. Breaking our trend line, which is good. We've got our points of interest line, and we're going to get it pushing up RSI 66. We need it to be back up to 72 zone. It's 75% more power, as we like to see. Let's have a quick look at the news as well. So this is all the news we traded today. Obviously starting with the China news, the PMI that crashed it down. We didn't do the JPY. Unemployment we did with the German for the open. We looked at the UK 100. We ignored the French and the Spanish. We didn't do anything on the JP. We did unemployment for the German, for the DAX 40. That was a nice win as well. We also did the inflation, and then obviously we did the jobless claims, which is what sent the downward spiral of the US30. And obviously we always avoid a little bit for the Fed speaking as well. And our next news is going to be marketing PMI, manufacturing, Aussie 200, we'll trade that. Yes, the manufacturers index as well is a good one for the Nikkei 225 news event to trade. Consumer confidence is a good one. And then we're back to my early morning. Just after that, the DAX again, pre-market retail sales news, which will give us a direction for the open. Loads of PMI manufacturing news to trade tomorrow. Again, we avoid the smaller countries, so we'll do UK 100 on that as well, and we'll do market manufacturing, personal income, and my favourite, the Michigan consumer, to round off the day. ISM manufacturing PMI. So tomorrow's a great news trading day. Look at that. I mean, this is a full-on day of fundamental trading. So hopefully we'll be live to capture some of this as well. Let's have a quick look at the news as well while we're just watching things play out. Gold spikes, yeah, too little too late. Yep, all news to keep an eye on. US30 and AC ranging, not really doing anything. I'm trying to dip back down again. I'm not really interested now at doing much on this. We're already 161% daily volume, so we're stretched. Again, if it broke our points of interest line, we could, if we wanted to, could be aggressive. We get rid of all this, we could go in for a sell here. Talking 264, so again there's a potential for 100 points, but I'm not going to do it unless RSI sinks into that 25 zone, and then I might be tempted. Down, RSI is 28. There's a chance. See if we retest this 33,854 zone. Still declining. Silver still wanting to push up, which is great. We're above our baseline now. Just going to fight through this little bit of resistance. Might run out of steam. RSI 60. It's above the average. Would be nice if we just get a little push up to 22.20. Would be nice. I mean, if it doesn't happen now, market shuts, then obviously this can be a continuation for the Asian session as well. We've got a good bull power, 70%. Got 30 minutes to go. Gold as well, just dipped under our trend line now. So I like to see a candle a lot of the time that is a full closure above or below a trend line, which is like here it was. Here you could have gone in, you know, any of these ones here. So it didn't quite do it. It was 2/3, wasn't quite strong enough. Now it's dipped back down again, but still time for that to come up. Again, I know it's going to take a dip before bouncing up again because of the pattern that I've drawn out. So it's just a case of waiting again. You know, I'm not going to take any trade. I'll take a sell if it breaks below our baseline. I'm taking a buy if it breaks above this zone here and finishes, and we're going to scalp this gap here for like $50 or so. Just going to wait. Wait. And drink. While we're waiting too, well, let's have a quick look at Bitcoin. Not to look yet, let's have a look. Now, the prediction last night was bang on. Everyone was saying it's going to sell, drop, and I says no, we're going to reach 44,000, and oh, what a surprise, we're at 44. And again, that was based on technical analysis. Just 50 minutes and 3 minutes really time frame. But again, everyone was saying it was going to be under 40,000, and didn't really do it. I mean, it got 40,000 It's 9.41. That was about it. It came up. But I was waiting for this bounce off here, and again caught some of this. That was nice. Plenty of opportunities with the RSI to get in on scalps on this. These are all the interim positions you could have had. Look, I mean, just so easy. 1. I mean, beautiful candle set up there. Look, 2, 3. Again, you would hold there, held. You could have got in there, and you'd have got in there each time. As soon as I see that bearish divergence, bang, I'm gone. I'll be out of the trade there. So I've been watching. Obviously, I'll watch on 3 minutes. I'm not walking away from the charts. I'm not leaving. If I'm going to leave, I'll go on a 15 and set a trade up on there, put a stop loss in, walk away and leave it alone. But if I'm scalping on 3 minutes, if you see me do it now, I'm not setting a stop loss. I've got a stop loss ready in my mind. I know where price is going to reverse and I'm going to get out of the trade. But this would be easy enough. Continuation, all these you could have got in on buys. And then we're in our zone. Look, it's ranging. So price ranges in our zone. But again, there are opportunities to sell. Perfect there. And again there. Again, where would our TP be? Oh, just the top side of our breakout zone. Hits it. So you could have even held it from there, or taken some profit and got out when it retested, or hold and wait for it to touch. Again, you do nothing here. Again, you re-enter once RSI crosses. Where's our TP? It's here again, which again is still, I like 20,000 points, and that's what I try and get. 20,000, 15 to 20,000 from scalping on 3 minutes on Bitcoin. Again, you could have got another buy on this and probably taken some there as well. The sell didn't work out there because you didn't finish below, so you left that alone. And also, it's very close again. If it's close to the zone, you just leave it alone. It's not enough risk to reward. You'd wait for price here to break that zone, then get in. So it didn't break it here, didn't break it here, didn't break it here. So you think, okay, it's probably not going to happen. And then on the top side, again, I'd have gone in on this here, 100%, if not that candle there. And again, you'd have gone in for 15 to 20,000 points. Easy, 34,000 in fact, you could have got. On the sell, again, that's good enough for me. Candle there, RSI confirms, and again, we go for 15 to 20,000, or we take our TP down the line here, was 35,000 again, about at 20,000 points. And then on the buy, again, that would have been here, obviously. Perfect. You get the RSI confirming. You get a full closure candle above our baseline. Again, 15, 20,000. Thank you, sir. I'll take that. So again, you can just go on and on and on with this. I mean, you know, how many scalps do you want to do in a day? That is just, you know, they're all winners there. Look, on Bitcoin. And at the moment, let's have a look. You know, we're not fussed about what it's doing on the daily, the weekly. We're not fussed about whether it's going to do 50,000, 60,000. We're here to take the small bits of the market, small portions. So here, look, this would have been a perfect sell. They've been watching this a few minutes ago. Close below. RSI confirms. Points of interest line to give you your take profit. Let's take it. What we got? Oh, 15,000. Perfect. You know, you could have held that. You want to get out of the trade because you're only getting out of the trade if you see green. You know, we're below our trend line, but we're below our baseline. We're hitting a neutral resistance pivot zone. You're grey, you're neutral, so you're holding. Your stop loss is here. Your stop loss is above this baseline, flat part. If it smashes above here, you're out of the trade. If it breaks above here, you're out of the trade. But here we're holding, we're holding, we're holding, we're holding, and bang, here we go, look. We're selling. Look at that. It's perfect. Example now. So you'd got in on this trade here, and now you'd still be at, you'd be at 22,000 points. You know, you could have ended, if you just got scared, you could have ended the trade there, break even, and then re-entered here. No problemo. If you're even more, you know, risk conscious, you'd have got it on this candle here now. Could have got it on here. And where's your potential TP going to be? Well, it's going to be this support zone here, which it's on now. So again, you measure it, you look at what lot size you're entering on, you say, is it worth me taking it for 10,000 or not? For me, any green is good green, or red, you know. Let's have a quick look at let's look at Tesla. Let's look at Tesla. Show how this works on stocks as well. Perfect. Straight away we could have seen where we'd have gone in for a sell. Here would have been the perfect opportunity to sell off. We should have sold at $7.84 a share, and you would have been out at $7.82. So $2 a share you could have made there on the sell. Easy. Again, don't be greedy. Just you've seen the indicator, the breakout zone. If it breaks that zone, then you go for a sell again. And it's on a resistance zone here, neutral resistance support zone. So you wait. Look at that. Look what you get. You get a nice re-entry there. So you could have gone in on, here for a cheeky sell. You could have gone in on that at 779, and yeah, it came up. But again, you don't panic because it doesn't break. If it breaks this zone, you're out and you take a loss. But it doesn't break the zone, bounces off the pivot, get the trend line forming as your barrier now, and down price goes. So you would have been $4 a share on the sell off on this as well. So the system is just as effective. Again, if you're looking for buys on Tesla, where would you got in? There, perfect. Above our trend line, above our baseline, above our breakout zone. RSI confirms. Go. Where's your TP going to be? Just below our next points of interest. So you'd have bought in there at, you know, maybe 782, 781 a share, and you'd have got out at 784. So again, you know, you're making $2, $3, $4 on a stock. Brilliant. Look at Polygon. Oh, look at this, man. This just now, look at that. You'd have got in on here. Why the hell wouldn't you have got in on that buy there? There you go, bang. And your first TP would have been there, second TP there, third TP here, fourth TP. Look at that. Beautiful. Easy. Same as the sell. You could have got the sell here, but you're close to the line. You know this is where you're going to be. You can't bullshit and invent another line and go, oh, it's going to come down to here. Well, not before it's hit this one. And this is where it could reverse. And that's where it did. Didn't break our breakout zone. Look how tight our zone is. Go with what's in front of you. Don't be greedy. So here, if that's enough, that little bit is enough for you to get a few dollars, take it. If it's not, don't risk it. Wait for the bigger setup, which was here, look, the buy. Again, could have got a buy here. Bang, could have got a sell here. Just, you know. Oil, obviously flat at the moment. Again, you could have got a buy here, look. Re-enter. So you got 1 trade, 2 trades, 3 trades, and then 4 on the sell, 5 sell, 6. Easy stuff. Sometimes. But it's piecing it all together. It's trading at the right time of day. It's trading in and out of the fundamentals, or with the fundamentals as we do, and the right session. You know, you see, you're not going to trade oil now with 20 minutes to go, because look at it. Look at it on the small time frame. Nothing's going to happen. You're neutral. It's all bombed out for the day. 196%, double its daily volume. So that's it for oil for now. We're back up to that, you know, $75 mark. Let's have a look at gold again. Let's see if gold's on the buy. Yeah, it's ranging now, look, exactly as I've drawn out, look. Get rid of all that to see a bit clearer. But yeah, it's run out of volume now. It's 115%. Still wants to push up, which would be nice. It would be nice to reach our breakout zone again before the end of the session, but this could be a continuation to Asia. RSI, so it's just ranging along RSI, so using the average line as a support line at the moment. So wait and see. We'll see if we get buys on silver, buys on gold, and buys on US30 maybe later on. I just wanted to show tonight my time, UK time, afternoon for you guys in the US, that obviously this system works, you know, in the right time areas where it should. And even if you want to trade for 30 minutes to an hour at the end of the US session, you can still get what you need to get out of the market as safely as it can be done. And some nice divergence as well. Look at that, beautiful. Continuation, bang. Range, when you get it in and out, bullish, bearish, I know we're in a range, and of course we are. We're trapped in this zone here, look now, and we have been since kind of late afternoon, two hours after the open. The open played out its big run, and all the bad news obviously for the dollar forced gold's a safe haven, up it goes. But then it's just tried to consolidate now, and it's waiting for the next move, which is either a push on up or a pullback. It's pulled back a little bit, but not not 50% of where it was. And here's this would be our TP just above here. If we're looking for what I call a proper pullback, that's where I would look to take my profit. Again, our kind of points of interest zone gives us that area where price could come down, but I think it still might retest here. You can see how weak the candles are. Volume is dropped way up. RSI 61. which have got 15 minutes left. Let's have a quick look at NAS. NAS, I always like looking at NAS end of the day as well, see where tech is. And again, we've had a bit of a sell-off with a nice W here. Look at that, beautiful pattern, perfect. That was a nice, and then a two top, and then down she comes again. So again, these patterns, once you spot them, just make trading a hell of a lot easier, because you kind of got an idea where you want to trade. You know which sections to avoid, and kind of our X system here that just kind of lays it out for you. So again, you've had the center, you have the retest look, and then you had the second leg. It doesn't get any simpler than that. W to an M, and of course you know what you're looking for now. You're looking for a push up either to here or to here. Could be here, might not be as far as that. Before a retest of one of our points of interest line, and then ideal could be to the neutral resistance, could be back up to our pivot, could be just to here. Doesn't really matter, because we know what we're looking for. You know, they're the zones. So you could just decide, I will not trade any of this, I'll wait for this leg. And RSI will confirm. If RSI goes green, you know the center leg's forming. If RSI stays red, you know you're coming down further before this pattern forms. You're in a heavy support zone. You know, there's a chance we could be taking it from here. Doesn't really matter. You know, the whole thing is knowing the pattern is coming. Which pattern is coming? What are you trading? Are you looking, you know, to scalp bearish or bullish? You know, and the wave pattern helps you identify where you are. And again, this is what I teach in the group. I teach you how to do this. I'm teaching you now, but I teach this one-to-one in our Discord group. So obviously give me a like, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, hit the notification, and share and tell people. You know, we're doing real scalping here, small time frames, live, no BS. It just is what it is. We'll take losses when we take losses, but we like to take our wins, you know. And like I said, this system is not a holy grail. You use it still with the market, the news. I look at Bloomberg, investing.com, my FX book, Forex Factory. You know, I've got Sky. I've got all the news around me, so I'm looking at the bigger picture of the economic and trading world, as well as TA. It's a combination of price action, fundamentals. All the indicators are doing is just giving you a little edge in the right direction. It's just confirming what you should be already thinking. You should be thinking, I'm looking to take a buy here, I'm looking to take a sell, I'm looking to get out of this position, I'm looking to get out of that position. But, you know, sometimes people rely on indicators too much. These are just giving you a little kick in the ass to say, yes, you should be in now, you were right in your analysis. Or vice versa, you were wrong, and don't. You know, just avoid the trade because you got it wrong. And that's how I try and teach the group how to use this system. And now look, see, I was right. It's coming down. It's coming down further. We've got a re-entry point. We could be on a nice little sell here on NAS 100. Not going to take it because we've got 10 minutes to play till the end. You know, if this was another session, I'd probably be looking to take a sell, but getting in, you know, anytime now, and looking for, again, 100 pips, 100 points on trading view. Yeah, I measure it out and go, well, I'm going to get 90 to 80. So yeah, it's a nice little scalp, maybe worth $30 or so. But because we've only got 7-8 minutes to go, 10 minutes to go, sorry, you know, you avoid it. That's what I say to everyone in the group. When you see people backtesting strategies and using preset risk to reward, and just doing 100 trades or 200 trades is bullshit. It doesn't work because it doesn't take into consideration, one, that every trade is different. There's no presets in this game, you know. There's no 2 to 1, 3 to 1. You know, I use the 100 points method. It's not preset though, because I adjust it, as I just said, like that one there. If I was taking this sell here, I'm not just going to go, well, I say it's 100, therefore I'm only accepting 100. If I'm only going to get 50, I'll just take 50. I look at what's in front of me. So when people do these back tests of these systems like in EA, where everything is preset, of course they're never going to work long term, because they're not taking into consideration that every trade setup is different, every risk to reward is different, and also the time of day you're trading. When I see people doing this, they don't take into consideration it's in the Asian session, you know, end of London, which is a bad time to trade, or like now, you know, in the dead zone. They just do these 100 trades and go, oh, the system's crap, it doesn't work, you know. But they're not, you know, it's not the right way to back test. The way to back test is what I've just shown you tonight, and to actually just do it live, either with a demo account or with a small account size, and then do 100 trades that way and go, okay, what is my, well, I never trust any of these back testing EAs and, you know, 100 trades, therefore it's profitable. No, because the next 100 it could be unprofitable, because the news, there might be some news, there might be another pandemic, there could be anything that can kick off in the world. And remember, fundamentals always override TA. You know, TA is secondary to the world news out there. The world news can tip anything we analyze in a flash, so you've got to be prepared for it, and if you're conscious of it, you've got a better chance of either getting out of a trade quick if it's going to blow your account, or getting into a trade if you want to trade it, which is what I teach. You know, I love trading the news, I love trading fundamentals. But as you've seen tonight, I've done what, 10 trades, 10 winners tonight. I like scalping with TA as well, when I know there's no news around and things are a bit smooth and there shouldn't be too many spiking, and you know, it's a good time to use this system for how we've done tonight. We've got about 5-6 minutes to go before we wrap it up. We've done a couple of hours. It's been a great session. We've earned best part of $400 in less than a couple of hours. You know, I'm not pretending we're going to be millionaires, but if you want to carve out some extra income, if you want to, I mean, everyone's income level is different. You know, that's enough for some people for a week. It's fine. It can be done. You just need to practice, have somebody giving you the edges, giving you the mentorship, and a system you can trust in, that you're not changing all the time. You know, too many people again change systems all the time, every 5 minutes, every time they take some losses, they're like, this is a crap system, move on to the next one. There's a billion gurus out there, you know, telling you a billion different things, and I went down that route myself until I learned to trade properly myself. And then decided, do I want to be a swing trader? Do I want to be a scalper? Do I want to be a true scalper, or someone who scalps on a 1 hour time frame? You know, there's always different. You've got to find out what's your personality, which system works for you, what do you want to be, what you're most comfortable with, what have you got the time to trade. If you're working 9 to 5, you can't always trade this 3-minute system, but you can find the time to do some trades with it. If not, you go to the 15-minute time frame. If you can't do that, you go to the 1 hour time frame. You trade in the same fashion. Now remember, we started with I was trading a $4,000 account tonight, so that's a 10% return in less than 2 hours. That's all I try and aim for, really, is whatever account size I'm using. I've got multiple accounts, different brokers. I will try and do 5 to 10% when I'm on it, and then that's it. Usually then I'll close my laptop, shut down my PCs, walk away. That's enough. If that's took me 5 trades, or if that's took me 20 trades. Again, it's all that kind of discipline that you kind of learn. US30, like I say, we're waiting for this really, you know. Might come good later on. That's what I'm looking at, and ideally would be nice if it managed to get back some of its losses from today way back to our. This is the zones I love when price can come and retest kind of our pivot on our points of interest grid. At the moment, you know, we want to see RSI coming way out of our zone, neutral zone, before this happens. In the meantime, we look to scalp 100 points or whatever, 50 to 100 in between each of these zones. So I call it like a ladder system. So like I say, we're looking for some buys later on. We'll wait and see. So the closing bell is going to be on in a few minutes. Yeah, gold is consolidation time, as we know. NAS again didn't break, consolidation time. Again, we've got a pattern here that we know we're going to follow. And let's just have a quick look at China 50 for later on, because China took a hell of a drop in the night. Some real nice spiking going on, so we open it up and we can see where we're at. Nice W again, nice M. So already we've had waves. So again, we're looking for this to come back. We're looking at RSI to creep back, cross our average, cross our neutral, and we could be in a buy potentially from here to here, and there would be our TP. So if you want to, which is also a flat of our baseline. So again, if you like trading, I mean, I love trading China 50 at the moment. It's volatile, moves well. It's fairly straightforward to gauge a direction. Again, here, look, you'd have been on a sell here, bang. You'd have been on a re-entry here, bang. This purple zone would have formed, so you'd have been out the trade, and now you know you're waiting to take a buy. Re-entry would have been if we'd come back to our oversold zone. It didn't, so I'm now waiting for a buy. I need to cross the average, cross the neutral, give me some green. Wait for it to break the zone here. If it doesn't, this could be your TP1. If not, you wait for it to cross the KG and you're in again. So that's a fairly straightforward setup. That's not too hard to follow. And again, if you got in, say, from here, you measure out 134 again, I go for 100. I don't push it to the limit. 134 trading view, spreads, etc., go for 100. So we'll have one final look at US30. Yeah, that's it. Right, everybody, thank you for joining. Please watch this back if you want to learn a bit more about true scalping, and message, comment, contact me via the website www.mohawkforex.com, and we'll catch you tomorrow for another live stream. And like I say, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get a heads up of when I shall be live. And trade safe. Thanks for joining me tonight, and catch you tomorrow. Take care all.